Well, concussions continue to be a hot-button issue in sports, especially football. And hundreds of athletic trainers throughout the country are now using their smartphones and a new app developed right here in Indiana to detect concussions. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta has more. Kylie.
Thank you very much, Gary. Indianapolis-based Brightlamp released the app called Reflex just last month, and it already has more than 500 downloads. Traditionally, doctors will use a pupillometer to shine a bright light in the eyes, and the pupil's reflex to that light can indicate a concussion. The Reflex app performs just like a pupillometer, but adds the power of data. Brightlamp Chief Executive Officer Curtis Sluice joins me now to tell us more. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me. You've
been working on this since you were an undergrad at Purdue, so congratulations on releasing the app.
3 long years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So give us an overview of how it works.
Sure. To make it as simple as possible for medical professionals to utilize, all you have to do is open up the app on the phone, input some subject information, hold the phone up to the person's eye, initiate a test, and then you're done. It usually takes about 5 seconds. We record those results into the screen and the data log, and you have access to it forever.
And the data is measuring the pupils, sort of how the pupil moves or responds to that light?
Yeah, we're measuring something called the pupillary light reflex, which is a fancy way of saying you walk into a bright room and your pupils constrict. We utilize that as a quantitative tool to be able to correlate different diseases, ailments, or issues with the brain.
So this focus on concussions, the app is designed for medical professionals to use it, which is a big umbrella. So give us an idea of who your users are right now and how they're using it.
Sure. Our primary target is athletic trainers, sports medicine doctors, neurologists. But what we've seen is a large uptake for the clinical research community. It is a growing field, and a lot of publications have been coming out here recently and clinical trials. So clinical researchers have latched on, and they make up a majority of our user base at the moment.
So the app can be used in the field. It can send the data to a doctor who can determine if there was a concussion. But your ultimate goal takes that a step further. Tell us about where you hope to end up.
Sure. The big idea, the big vision is that we can democratize these test cases for parents or just a lay individual that can undergo diagnostic tests on their mobile device. So the idea would be that a parent would be able to test individuals like their children for concussions down the road. That's our big goal. That's our like three-year goal, right? So right now we're strictly the acquisition tool, but we're using that data to be able to build that product.
Or an athletic trainer on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly. Athletic trainers and coaches, because not every school has an athletic trainer. So coaches will be able to utilize it as well.
You have another app in the pipeline called Tipsy, which is an interesting one, and some others more medically focused. Mm-hmm. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so Tipsy, we like to say it's a breathalyzer for your eye. So the idea is that you can correlate the amount of alcohol in somebody's system to the pupillary light reflex. That's an important piece of information because A, we can keep people safe, and then in addition to that, we can not have you have these other pieces of hardware in your pocket. Those other medical device products, I mean, we're focused on glaucoma, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. We're even probably picking up some autism research here relatively soon. So we have both products in both categories.
And all of these connected to the eye.
Yeah, all of it.
It's fascinating. Tell us what role Purdue has had in helping you build your company.
Sure, Purdue's played a very important role. So being a young entrepreneur at Purdue University while still being an undergrad, guidance is needed in order to start a business and grow. Starting a business is relatively straightforward, but doing it correctly is kind of difficult. So the foundry and the associates there, they're the individuals that help guide and coach me to be able to build the company.
Okay, and you're developing this app for concussions right now. Why did you choose concussions to start with? Why make that your first target?
Yeah, it's a great question. That's how the idea became incepted, right? We were watching the news breaking about the NFL and concussions relating to it, and we walked through the patient journey, and every time somebody gets their bell rung, the number one thing they check is their eyes. And so it was simple from there to begin conceptualizing a product, and we stuck with that primary goal because we believe it's an admirable goal, but it's also a very underserved market.
And just a few seconds left, give us an idea where you are in fundraising.
Yeah, sure. We actually just kicked off our seed round, and we're currently working towards filling that out and closing.
All right. Well, congratulations again on releasing the app, and hopefully someday we will be using it on the sideline.
Yeah, thank you.
Gary, back to you.